And we are live, everyone. Let us begin. When last we left the city investigators, they had been captured by Vergent Inquisitors, the elite mage hunters of the Vergent Empire's government. They had done so after infiltrating the mansion of a noble whom they correctly suspected of fiendish magic, an illegal sort. But they are captured, perhaps convicted under crimes they did not commit. They find themselves now concluding a cart ride from Vergent City in the center of the Empire to the border wall in the north, on the way to the Badlands, a barren desert which is unknown to most within the Empire, and certainly unknown to all of you. During the cart ride, you, along with the old man who's joined you for this journey, rescuing his granddaughter, I'd assume, well, you've been chained, restricted from using your magics, and had your belongings stripped from you aside from common clothes and perhaps a couple of keepsakes. So I will ask a general question of, during this travel, this several days travel, what, if anything, do any of you care to do?
How you did several days travel?
Yep.
Okay. And we are tied up and like both our hands and our feet are bound the whole time.
You are manacled at the hands with
Mm-hmm.
metallic handcuffs with Vergent crystals embedded within them, and you can feel that these, as well as the runes that they somewhat create with their alignments, create the magical suppression that you feel now. You also still have the ankle monitors that the police department gave you during your tenure as investigators on your ankles.
Okay. Because that's useful for them still. All right. Yeah, no, I think it's probably a bad time, but most importantly, uncomfortable to try to cash in on Lars's promise. So
there is no privacy. So you are sat. You are sat.
Yeah, Lars just isn't speaking at all and is kind of huddled in the corner.
Yeah,
and is non-responsive. So you can lie on top of him, but that's all it's gonna
glomp on top of him.
No. It has to be. There has to be interaction for it to count. So
there is no interaction.
Yeah. So Lucy is just kind of. I guess Lucy would try to make small talk, try to make conversation with the guards and like whoever's driving them, and like making sure they don't escape or whatever. Just talk, try to figure out what's going on, and if that fails, then flirting, just chit-chatting because they're bored.
Roll me a persuasion check to attempt to gather information, general information, and then pose for me a particular question which Lucy's seeking the answer.
That's a 16 for persuasion. So so if I remember correctly, we were taken by like the Vergent Special Forces or something like that. And just without question, without a trial or anything, just exiled.
Right.
Like just on the spot, and we don't know why. So Yeah, I think that is first and foremost what Lucy is going to try to figure out. Just like, hey, we were kind of thrown into this. What are our charges? I'm pretty sure we have a right to know why we're being exiled. And also, what's the plan? Is there a prison up by the border wall? Are you releasing us? What about this ankle bracelet and the manacles? Are you gonna just take them off when we get there? Things like that.
The driver of the cart is unreceptive to questioning. However, there are two inquisitors that ride on horseback alongside your cart as well. And one of them will, after some repeated interaction, open up a bit. As for your crimes, the Inquisitor will give you no information beyond you did what you were not supposed to do. Besides that, they will also allude to the fact that several of you are clearly mages, which is, as it stands, illegal. As for your destination, they will allude to the fact that you'll be given a fair shot. You'll be cut loose.
Do I have an ankle bracelet right now? Because I never had one before.
You do not.
Okay.
But that may be relevant for not long. As soon you arrive at what is known as the Vergent Barrier, a massive wall, at least 60 feet in height, and around it are embedded some of the largest crystals, green, Vergent crystals that you've seen. Now, they are not as large as the one that floats atop the Vergent Spire in the capital city, and yet they give off soft glow of green that creates almost an energetic field around this wall that stretches from the foot of mountains on either side of the pass that you now have entered into. You see dozens of Vergent soldiers placed here, it seems, on the most everlasting guard duty that one could be given. You also see, which strike your eye, several large, clay-like creatures, approximately 2 humans tall in height. They seem to slowly shamble about, and you see what are robed individuals in Vergent colors. Could guess to be state-ordained mages that seem to be guiding these golems around. As you approach the barrier, you all are let out of your cart, held under heavy watch, blades and crystals pointed. You are brought through a large gate in the massive wall. As the gate opens, you see out into sands, dunes, far as you can perceive. The sand does creep onto the Cadlian side of the barrier, but here on this side it just continues onwards. Your Vergent devices, your ankle monitors, and your handcuffs are removed. You are not given any of your belongings. And a particularly cruel Vergent commander says, "All right, you've got 5 minutes to start running north. Once that time's complete, you 4, as well as anything on the north side of the wall, are target practice. So get going!" I presume that none of you are going to test this threat and will all start jogging into the desert.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of bow shot there.
All right. So you continue onwards into the desert wastes. Where take us now?
before we get too far, I will go ahead and cast Find Steed.
Okay. Would you link that spell so we can see our description here? Okay. A spirit that assumes the form of a steed. Would you like a horse?
Oh yeah, I want a big horse. I'm a big boy.
I'm going to add this to your journal, Lars. It is under generic.
General MP.
And so you should be able to add this. There you go.
Oh yeah. Just in case you want to take turns writing. This is Thor. That's what I'm gonna call him. He has he has the blonde hair and everything. Blonde mane.
Alrighty.
So do we want to just like double back and try to go back across the mountains, or what are we doing here?
The old man who's traveled with you will step ahead of you and just kind of look out across the dunes and say, "Those mountains cannot easily be passed. It would be spending time which you could be using to find ways to survive, clawing at crags."
Lucy would like point their direction at him, just like it sounds like you have experience in these kind of situations, Mr. I'm assuming Lucy knows his name by now. It's been a few days.
Actually, he's not really spoken to you much at all on the cart ride. He is, similar to Lars, refused conversation to an extent. But he will say, "You may call me Arav."
Arav. Well, again, Arav, it seems like you have experience with these situations.
I have cared not to see these dunes for a long time. But alas, I return, as is my duty.
Oh, so you got out. How'd you do that?
That is a long story, not for today. Today we survive.
All right, well,
Sounds cool.
I'm sticking with him.
Yeah, same.
Well, if we have some experience in the group, might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah. All right. So, so what's the plan? I'm assuming we need food, we need water, a place to sleep. As the only one with experience being out here, Arav, what do you suggest?
The paths through the dunes diverge. They vary as you follow them. I have walked these paths before, but I know them not. The three of you, your choices have led you here. The choice of path must be yours.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna go up to the intersection, and I'm gonna walk 15 feet this way, and I'm going to sniff the air, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna walk 15 feet in the direction, and I'm going to sniff the air.
why?
In which place does the air smell more foul?
Make 2 perception checks.
Why?
The direction to the northwest seems somewhat more foul.
I'm so confused right now.
Oh, there is a very wise man from my village that once said, "When in doubt, follow your nose." So I think we should go this way.
I would just like to edit that I think it should be when in doubt, sniff it out. But just in terms of the marketing.
It's pretty good too.
Hmm.
But that's mighty fine of you to contest a Tolkien.
Okay. So, all right. So there's slightly foul air to the left, you said?
If one had to discern.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I mean, also his perception was a 5 on one of the sides, so like
Yeah.
it might also be very foul on the other side, and he's just like, "Yeah, smell anything there?"
Yeah. All right, cool. Then let's go to the right.
Yeah. Sand has clogged my my right nostril, so
Okay.
Let's put this real point here. Tevis, you will need to re-add your steed every time, unfortunately.
gotcha. No problem.
As you follow the path, you see a small cluster of boulders that is ahead of you. Path continues on.
Does it seem like there's any vegetation?
You can see no vegetation at this time.
Cool. All sand and rock. Cool. Are there any kind of landmarks in the distance? Anything that might give me a hint of terrain to look forward to?
I would say no. The dunes rise and fall in such a way that your vision of what is before and behind is somewhat obscured.
Okay. In which case, once we come up to this new intersection, actually, is this a new intersection or is it just rocks?
This is not an intersection. The path continues to the north from here.
And then
And then
and Lucy is just gonna follow the path.
Okay. Will that be the rest of you as well?
Yep, I think all sounds good to me. I'll follow
Yep.
on Thorson.
You watch as Arav steps up to one of the rocks and kind of picks it up, holds it a bit, nods, and stuffs it into his cloak.
Okay.
Urel's just in a copy. He's like, "Is rock cloak cool?"
Oh, I bet
Just
there's
do
a
what the old man does.
I
yeah,
bet there's
I
a
was like,
magic.
whatever it is, I copy.
I bet there's a magic trick that we could do with the disappearing rock to remind us of better times.
Come to here, where on the path ahead, you observe several cacti.
I think we can drink those and eat those.
I, out of character, understand, have certain knowledge about cacti.
Oh yeah.
In character, could I make a nature check to see whether or not the water in these cacti are actually good to drink?
Yes, you may.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll just harvest whatever we want,
Oh boy.
and
Okay.
I'll purify anything that we have. Don't you worry.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
Wow. Because Arav will comment, these cacti could be very good to sustain us, or they could kill us.
Who knows?
I have
So,
encountered both kinds of cacti in these deserts.
Yeah,
So
Lucy would just like, and you don't know which one these are at
No,
all.
I do not. Lars.
Thanks, that off.
and we don't even have like a little pocket knife with us, do we?
Arav will walk forward.
I have a rock.
With the rock that he's holding in hand that is somewhat sort of sharp on one edge, kind of wedge-shaped, and he will hold it out to you, Lars, and say, "Would you like this?"
Oh, that's no great sword, but yeah, I guess it's what we got.
Indeed.
Okay, well, I'll spend some time trying to harvest this cactus and not sticking myself too many times.
What does harvest it mean? What are you going to do with it?
Well, I'm gonna use it, and you're gonna saw along the bottom,
Yeah.
and then you can just like, put it on your finger and just like shave off all the spines.
Oh, okay. Okay. So,
I guess I don't know if this is the fuzzy cactus. This is coated in fuzz, or if it's just like a prickly pear where it's pretty easy to knock off the bigger spikes.
So, what are you looking for as the end result of this harvesting?
Just a despiked cactus.
Despiked cactus, and you're
So-
looking to get the
such
whole
that-
thing, or just like sort of half of it?
Well, everything that grows above the ground.
Got it. Okay.
And I'll repeat that for all the cacti.
Roll me a
Possible.
nature and a dexterity check for each cactus. I'm gonna take the
And
higher of the two rolls.
There are 4.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll just roll 4 natures and then 4 dexterities.
Perfect. That'll do. Okay. Attempt number 1 goes somewhat poorly. You take 1 point of piercing damage, sticking yourself on the cactus, and unfortunately will end up ultimately spilling that one on the desert sands. But the following 2 attempts will successfully be able to give you a cactus full of cactus juice. And you can go ahead and write that down as Cactus Variant 2. And then the last one, you are going to avoid taking damage, but still end up spilling and lose the harvest. 2 cacti. And Arav will carry one of them, as I presume you'll carry the other.
Sure.
Fantastic.
Ooh, does the steed have saddlebags?
No.
That seems like an oversight on whoever created the spell.
Yeah. Tough. Okay.
Yep.
So you got some cactus. Are we moving forward? Couldn't hear you, Victor, if you spoke.
Yes, Lucy's ready to go. Once the cacti are harvested, Lucy's like, all right, moving on.
Oh,
Yeah, and also like if anyone actually like pays attention, Lucy doesn't seem all that perturbed by being out here. In case anyone was wondering.
Okay. Here you come to now a 4-way crossroads.
Lucy will look back at Lars.
Sniff test?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be some sniff testing. No, and I'll do my little like radial.
Yeah.
All right, 3 perception rolls.
Oh boy.
I can tell you that the way to the east certainly has a sense of foulness to the scent.
Oh, we're not going there. I think we should go straight forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Wait, which one is which though?
What do you mean, which one's which?
I'm going
Like, which-
clockwise
like,
with
which-
the rolls. I'll give you that.
Okay, so the first one is east.
Yep.
No, the first one
The
is
first one's
west.
West, north, east.
Okay, so the east has a definite stench of malice or
Foulness.
whatever foulness. Yeah, whatever that means.
Exactly.
Guy, I was gonna look at Arav and be like,
As you look at him,
Yeah?
he's gonna look at you and go,
okay.
All right, then let's just go north, I guess.
okay. Forward, forward, forward. Bring you. Here.
Ooh, bones.
Some bones.
Out of sheer boredom, Lucy would like to look through the bones.
All right. Seems to be a mostly somewhat discarded pile of pieces of a dead animal. You see no flesh or bits other than just these scraps.
Any
Do
big
any of the
bones unbroken that might contain some marrow?
I feel like you can make weapons out of bone.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would say that there are a couple of large, what would have been the leg bone of some animal remaining. That
Like a femur, maybe?
sure.
There you go, Lars. You got a club.
Oh yeah. I'll grab this one. This one will do lots of whack. I like it.
Lots of whack.
Arav will loosen a necklace that was around his neck and then slip the pendant into a pocket and then pass you the cord and say, "You can use this to bind it." And so with that,
To bind it to what?
the rock, which I gave you before.
Oh, I see. I was just gonna use the bone.
Clock.
Yeah, but rock seems like a good idea.
Oh yeah, I'll tie that on real nice.
Okay. And so with that, let me see what would be the appropriate simple weapon to resolve that as. I will allow you to call that a great club.
Damn. Cool.
Wow, that's a big femur. All right.
It is big. So that will be a D8 of bludgeoning damage on a hit. And it is a big two-hander.
Nice. Exactly what he would like.
This is a great club +3, right? From my
No. Here, I will drag
Has
another
been
sheet.
bathed
Right here.
in the magic of the sun for aeons. All right. Well, with that, it looks like we have northwest or northeast.
Mhm.
Out of sheer curiosity, Lucy would like to try to do a sniff test.
Okay, go for it.
Lucy's just like, he's been thinking this was a thing. I wonder. So, am I doing two perceptions?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 and 2. No. Oh my god, no.
What is foulness? It all just smells pretty foul to you. It's desert,
Right.
cruddy, sandy air. This is not your place.
Yeah, Lucy is just like, well, Lars is crazy. All right.
So we're following a crazy man.
Alright. Which way are we going then?
Lucy's willing to just stay right.
I'm gonna ask Thorson which way he wants to go.
Thorson. Oh my god.
He nudges left.
Okay, we're going left this time, guys.
Oh boy. We're all gonna die out here.
I will also
Second one.
note that as you are continuing through the sands, you can see that the sun sitting in the sky is getting close to what I would call the late afternoon hours, beginning towards setting.
Wait, how hot is it?
Right now, I would say that you feel it's kind of warm, kind of a little bit warm. It is cloudy, so the sun is not beaming down, but you can see sort of the sunspot against the clouds. And you're also not super deep in the desert right now, so
Yeah.
Okay, because in like
Uncomfortable,
real desert
but not
weather, you're supposed to
baked.
like bundle up during the day and travel at night because heat and sun
Yeah.
exposure.
Well, does your character know that?
I don't know.
I feel like your character probably wouldn't.
If your character
My
has
character
fire,
doesn't like being hot.
yeah, if your character has fire resistance, you're probably not super bothered by the heat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're right. I'm like,
Yeah.
do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, look, more cacti.
Those look different.
They do look
Careful, don't
different.
die.
Yeah, but we
Um,
have someone who could purify it. So who cares?
Oh yeah, I'm real good at this now. Using my great club.
Stands on rock.
Oh no!
Batter up.
Just completely demolish it.
Yeah, Lucy. Yeah. Oh, how about you just stand like another few feet back and just open your mouth real wide.
Oh.
Alrighty. Same checks, nature and dexterity
Okay.
for advantage rules of a sort. All right, you're able to collect. You spill a bit of water. You can spill less water if you are willing to take 1 point of damage from each of those cacti.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're gonna
I'll swear a little bit.
take 2, and then you're gonna be able to add cactus variant 3 to your sheet.
Can we have a
It concerns
sample
me that
of
we haven't seen
Lars
variant 1.
cursing?
What was that?
I want to know Lars's swear words.
What does Lars?
Oh jeepers! Oh
Oh
wow!
boy!
I'm sorry
I
guys for my
figured.
foul mouth there, but sometimes it just gets to you.
Lars is the person that says you're a lint licker as like the most profane insult to someone. Okay,
Okay.
so we have 2 more cacti. Anything of interest around these rocks?
Not particularly, though I would note that they are large enough to provide some sort of shelter from basic exposure. If winds got bad, this would be something to kind of lay down against. So I would say this is a crude but potentially functional shelter, if that's on your list of objectives in terms of what you're looking for.
Okay. And it seems like there's a hidden path going north?
Not particularly. The
no.
way north does end up kind of just duning off. The path doesn't really go that way.
Oh. Boo. Alright. Continue on then.
How tired are we feeling?
I mean, it's nearing the end of the day, so tiredness is coming, but it's not arrived.
Yeah. I think a better question is like how hungry do we feel? How thirsty?
You were fed crude rations at the start of each day and at the end of each day. Considering you haven't reached the end of this day yet, you've had breakfast, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, which means we've been walking for most of the day. Depending on our pace, we might be getting hungry right now.
Indeed.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay. Here you arrive.
Oh, jeez. I feel like we shouldn't turn back south. We just
Yeah.
coming that way. Going in circles.
Agree.
Oh my god, is Jake Henry just like gonna let us go in circles?
Oh, I feel he would absolutely let us go in circles.
Let's make it to the next 3 games or us just going in circles. See how long he lets us do
I
it.
go south.
No.
I go north. I go west.
It's because we've been here
Just
before.
keep turning right.
We're going in circles. Right. Well, things should get somewhat interesting ahead.
Nope, here we go.
Wait, so did we do a whole turnaround
Mm,
on something that Lars originally told us to go right on?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh,
Aw,
camels.
I did it, guys.
Looking ahead, you see a watering hole with several camels, as you correctly pointed out, leaning over it and drinking.
All right, let's not frighten them.
Oh, should we kill them though?
No, well, we could use them as mounts.
Oh,
There was
well,
an episode of something where a man killed camel and like lived inside of it.
Is this in
Anyhow.
character?
are you thinking about Star Wars?
Right.
No, I don't know. Would I know Star Wars? No.
Gael is
Moving on.
definitely aware of a story from the hells of a fiendish creature that made its living within camels, because that's the kind of thing that fiends do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy will look at Adav and essentially ask, just like, so, do you know of a way to maybe tame these camels very quickly and let us ride on them? Or do you think there's another usefulness to these camels?
What do I look like, an animal handler? I have no idea.
You're the one saying that you've survived out here before.
I've been here
I don't know what you've
before.
been through.
No.
So, okay. So you've been here before, but you've experienced nothing in this desert.
I've experienced many things in this desert.
But not camels. Okay. Well,
Okay, well, I feel like we should, if they try to run away, we should try to get them though for meat and stuff.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'd say let's not have the clunky metal person walk up.
Well, I don't have any clunky metal on me. Thank you very much, guys.
Yay! That's true. I forgot we removed all our fun things.
Yeah. So, I guess Lucy is gonna try to do an animal handling to see if the camels allow at least Lucy to come near.
Okay. Go ahead and do that as you approach.
Do you have any wisdom?
I have one.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cool.
I have a
So that's
plus one.
I have 0.
So, Lucy, what are you saying as you approach this animal?
Lucy's just gonna slowly kind of Is it less threatening to put the hands up or down for an animal? I feel like for creatures, it's less threatening to have the hands like to the side and down. Because if it's up, it might seem like I'm trying to pounce. So hands
Okay.
off to the side and down, like open and slowly walking towards, just like, here, camel, just just want to catch a ride.
As you move
don't
up
don't
and
mind me.
begin speaking, the camel shifts to turn in your direction, and as it looks towards you, it bares its teeth at you and roars in your direction with a
We're having a
Oh.
battle.
roll initiative, please.
Yeah,
God.
that is.
Oh my goodness. That's
This is not expected. I was not.
well, on the bright side, we can make more clubs for you guys, or maybe sharpen some bones for some rapiers or spears.
Yeah.
All right,
We have our arcane focus, though. We can do magic, right?
You do? Yes, you can.
As long as it doesn't require a material component.
Right.
You've
Wait, but
got-
I have my
you've
arcane
got all
focus.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you're focused.
The guard said they would give us a fighting chance.
Well, then,
Lars, you are up as this camel bares its teeth and begins to dive towards Lucy in an attempt to bite them. What are you going to do?
I don't like that.
oh well, I'm going to. Do these things look undead then?
Maybe? You're not sure what they are, frankly.
Okay, I'm just gonna hop off and I'm going to take a big old swing at it
Okay.
with my great club.
A 10 will not hit.
Okay, I'm going to do that again.
16 will hit for 10.
Oh yeah, and I'll go ahead and smite that bad boy.
Okay, and your bonus
many,
damage on smite is towards what creature types?
It is towards undead or fiend.
Okay, this is neither. So just
Oh,
roll
okay.
the dice.
2d8.
14 points. All right, this creature is bloodied as you slam into it, and yet also as you slam into it, you notice as glowing pustules reflecting in the dim sunlight
Gross.
with acidic liquid beneath them burst and splash onto you. You take 4 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
I don't like that. Can you-
Not into that. Nope.
All right.
Lars turns to Lucy and says, "I'm not into that."
Gael, you're up. What you gonna do?
Gael's gonna take a few steps back just in case. Wait, I can't select my character. Here we go. Yeah, just a few. There's good. And he's gonna say, let's make dinner and cast fireball.
Oh,
Hey.
all right.
But I'm gonna put it like far away, like around here, so like it doesn't hit Lars.
Let's
or-
try and get this to work.
Ooh.
Fancy effects. All right. So in a burst of flame, these dex saves. So they are both going to take 26 points of damage. And that means that this one is burned to a crisp. It also explodes into another burst of acid towards Lars, unfortunately.
I'm so sorry, Lars.
I'm just not having a good day. It's fine.
So one is dead and one is injured. Lucy, you're up. It is bearing down towards you with its gnarly fangs.
Yep, I don't like that. Lucy is just gonna go ahead and let's see. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Just gonna come up over here next to Lars. It's like, I don't like this. I'm not into this either. And And Lucy is like this is probably gonna fail, but Lucy's gonna use vicious mockery
What?
and try to mock it.
Okay. It is successful. Creature gives a "Ah," as it is affected.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Disadvantage. We love that.
Oh yeah, it only needs to hear me. It doesn't need to understand me. That
Indeed.
is useful.
All right. This creature is well, let's see. It was mocked by you as you ran away, and then there's Lars, and then there's Gael. It's going straight for Gael,
Oh.
and it's attacking with disadvantage. The 7 to hit. As you notice drips of acid fall off of its teeth as they clench several inches away from your face. And you can hear a sizzling sound as that acid touches the sand.
Do I do anything to? Do I like run dexterity? No saving throw. No
Oh,
nothing.
it just missed you with an attack. No damage.
Oh yay! Perfect.
Alright, Lars is up.
Oh God, more acid pus. I'm gonna
You
go
can do it,
in.
Lars.
That is a hit on the first attack, which will finish off the creature as you slam your great club into its side, perhaps the side of its head or neck. And as you do so, you and Gael both take 1 point of acid damage as its pustules explode.
Lovely.
As Lars was walking towards, I was like, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare!" It's like, you had to do that.
Oh yeah, I just had to save your life. I'm so sorry.
Could have killed it without squishing it.
Oh yeah, how?
You're out of initiative.
Magic.
Lucy's gonna, without touching it, try to examine what this creature. It's just with the intent of trying to figure out, is this a natural creature? Is this magically induced? Is it radiation? Like,
Roll Arcana and Nature, and we'll take the higher of the two rolls.
And
Okay.
and do I get the sense, like from my smite, that it wasn't undead or a fiend?
Correct.
So I can contribute that information to
So
you.
that is a 15 on your Nature, a 1 on your Arcana. So you
Yeah.
can certainly determine that this creature is not natural, that the combination of mutations here that you see, well, it may be natural, but it is quite an unnatural evolution, if such a thing could even be described of it.
right. So like, it's more like an abomination,
Precisely.
so to speak.
If it is
Is the
natural, it
water
is an abomination of nature. John?
Is the water contaminated?
Well, the crispy, burnt, acid-filled body of this creature has fallen into the water and is oozing into it. So, I mean, that part of it's probably not where you want to be drinking from.
Nope. And we don't have any gourds or anything.
No. Manarav is going to crouch next to the other side of the water, just kind of examining it. I'm going to give him his check here to
Come on,
discern
Adam.
something.
Do a thing.
Are acids flammable? I feel like they
Yeah.
are flammable.
Acids are.
But I feel like it would have just like poof
Oh, no.
and gone.
No, but the acid
Acid
appeared
are-
after the explosion.
I thought you said, is it flavorful? And I was like, yeah. Lots of acids are flavorful.
Desperate.
In this case, there seems to be no further ignition of the acidic substance. Arav looks at the water and just kind of contemplates it, taking a bit in his hand, wash to the other hand, and then pats them on the sand and says, "I will be drinking cactus tonight." But he will kind of pause near one of the corpses and gingerly sort of ball his hands up in in a cloak and then reach them into the mouth of this creature and pull one of the teeth out. In a pinch. Fold it up in his clothing. Hold on to it.
You know what? That's not a bad
Dial
idea.
copies.
Yeah, I think Lucy's gonna copy as well.
I'll go ahead and for you guys, Lars won't see anything, but he'll just go up to and grab one of the legs and put your foot and just like bend the joint backwards and probably try to rip off the bottom of the leg.
Okay.
And to give you guys some clubs if you want them.
All right, make a strength check.
Like a leg.
Athletics or just strength?
Athletics, yeah. Cool. So you yoink it off. As you do so, another pustule explodes, and you will take 1 point of acid damage. But you are able to remove the leg, and well, you have now a detached camel leg. It still has all of its skin and everything on it.
With pustules, right? That sounds like a pretty dank weapon.
You're gonna hit people with camel legs. They
Lucy's fine. Lucy doesn't need one.
I'll hand it out to Gael then.
I was just gonna like hold it, like. Thanks.
Are you gonna keep it or no?
Just like put it aside and be like, we'll just leave that there for right now. For maybe tomorrow.
Oh well, yeah. Don't forget it in the morning though. I'll remind you.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be.
Does this camel only have acid in pustules? Like, how? I'm like, I want to cook this out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, can we?
Well, hold on. Lars's purify spell, is it is it a leveled spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which means you can only use it so many times.
Yeah.
So
It's just poison and disease.
Yeah, it's not acid.
not
Doesn't
acid.
purify away the acid.
Yeah. So all non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere. So that's actually quite a bit of food and drink.
Yeah, I could probably. Oh yeah, I could probably just put the cactus. Well, I'll drag that guy out of the water, but I probably could just purify the water there. Yeah, it's pretty big. Here, I guess 5 foot. Never mind, that's pretty big.
5 foot. I mean, you'll be able to purify like a chunk of water, and we could try to drink quickly before it gets contaminated again. But I think.
Yeah.
So I think what we can do is, because we need to purify the cactus anyway, or the cacti anyway, right? So let's do this. Let's put all of the cacti like in a corner with water. So like maybe like right here, like within this square.
So you can get both of them with the one cast?
Exactly, so that we could get all four cacti plus whatever water's right there. Because it's on the far end.
Okay.
You know what? Adov said he was just going to drink cactus juice.
He may be able to convince otherwise, you don't know.
Yeah, so...
Maybe he's just messing with us, by the way.
Well, he rolled really high on his intelligence, so...
that was without purification.
Right.
Do these camels have any sort of like drapery on them? Because the images has it, but I assume that that's not how they are.
Correct, they do not.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, let's put the 4 cacti in the square with the water, cast purify once, get all of it purified, drink the cactus. We all get to have one cactus and then refill the cactus insides
With
with
water.
the purified water.
Yep.
Okay. You Gucci with that plan, Mr. Paladin?
Yep,
And you die.
that sounds good to me.
Fantastic. So you can all
You
and Rob
take-
will definitely drink the cactus, and then he will refill it with water and kind of give a regarding future consumption.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have sated your thirst, and you have a
Yes.
supply. So that is great. We're good on water.
All right. And there is no path except for the path we came from.
Correct.
Are we about to go in a circle? I don't like this.
Can we make our own path?
We could make our own path. Sure. We could
I
just
don't
wander
know
off
if-
into the desert. Yeah.
Henry's
Would you
ready
care
for
to
that.
just wander into the desert?
I mean, if we're in a desert and the sand is moving all the time, I'm like, I don't know if paths that we don't see are there.
Yeah, I'll say these are sort of like, I'd say more of the slopes of the dunes where you can certainly go off in random directions and you'll end up with barren nothingness. But these might lead to something more. These might be sort of
Just a light suggestion.
deer paths or camel paths.
Yeah, let's follow a path for now. Let's stay on paths.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Lars, next time that there is an acidic creature, do not squish it a foot away from me. Please and thanks.
Okay, well, I'll just let you die next time.
I like fire, not acid.
All right. Well, we came from the northeast here, so I guess the option is to go south.
Dude,
Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, and if you guys get tired and stuff, we can take turns on Thorson here.
Let's get and you're continuing onwards then?
Yeah.
Let's take us to
Oh, and next time I summon him, I can summon him as a camel.
I knew
With
this
acid
is where.
pustules.
All right. So we had gone east.
No, we haven't been here.
We have been here. We were here a few
Oh, so
squares
this is
ago.
where we went.
Yeah. So this is
We
where
have
we
to go
went.
towards this foul smell.
I guess so.
Ugh. Gandalf,
Oh,
why
the
did you fail
stench.
me?
The stench.
Okay, so we're going to the west then?
Yeah.
This means we
Oh yeah, it reeks. Oh my gosh, I don't like this.
As you round the dunes, progressing forwards, you come to here, where a rock formation
Ooh.
rises.
This looks like a great place for a creature to rest,
And by a creature, you mean us?
as well as any other wild creature that might be living here. Do we get a
I don't-
sense that there's any creatures right now besides us?
You can't see any right now, but how would you
Do
like
I
to
see
attempt to
any?
discern them?
I guess Lars Larson is just gonna walk in.
Yeah?
Do I see any?
No. You see this big old skeleton in here. That looks like it was
Oh,
stripped
yeah.
clean.
Yeah,
and,
Lucy would like to climb
Lucy,
up.
As you are looking to climb up and perceiving Lars walk away, you watch as the ground, the sand underneath where Lars was just stepping, ripples like water, moving in his direction.
Oh, Lars, get out of there! There's the creatures in the sand.
And it bursts from beneath the sand.
Fun.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
As
I
Yes.
Oh
from
my
the
god, is it
ground
gonna be acidic too?
emerges this creature.
That tells me it is acidic.
Oh,
Wow,
initiative.
I am rolling so good.
I am rolling so bad. I have not
Let's
rolled
see.
well.
I'm rolling medium.
I haven't been doing well this whole session. I think like my one good roll was a 15. Oh boy.
Alrighty,
So
let's get it. Come on now. Here we go. Bop and bop. 2! The creatures are rolling real poorly. Lars, you act first as this creature. Well, you know what? It got a full-on surprise against you. You didn't see it coming. So it's gonna get to make an attack against you. I will not give it advantage, but it will attack. 9 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Oh no. All right. Well, you're gonna take the damage there.
oh boy.
Alrighty. And after taking that damage, you are considered grappled by the Ankeg. And you are up.
Okay, well,
As its jaws have closed around you and its teeth are embedded within your chest.
Oh boy.
not fun. Well, I'm not restrained, so I don't have disadvantage. I'm gonna go ahead and whack it twice.
Go for it. Hit.
And I'll go ahead and second level smite that one.
Bingo.
Oop,
Nice.
for another 14.
Fantastic.
20 total.
It is considered bloody, if only barely.
And
Jesus.
I will whack it again.
Ooh.
Hit.
And I will first level smite.
Mm.
And
The creature is still alive.
But just barely though.
Gale, you're
don't
up.
worry, guys. I can take care of myself.
As you hear Lars cry out in pain from within this formation of rocks.
I am going to cast Chaos Bolt because that is always fun for me. Boop.
Okay.
Boop.
That will strike, and
Yeah.
the creature will be destroyed by it.
Nice.
As the bolt of energy crashes through its body, it leaves a open hole as it gives a and thuds to the ground, now dead.
That's a callback.
Oh, it was a psychic one. Interesting.
Alright. Well, after that, Lucy as Lucy kind of gingerly goes around the dead creature towards the bones, gonna kind of look at Lars like, so were you into that, or like the whole biting thing, or is that a no?
Oh, oh no.
Okay, noted.
Gael's gonna look at Arav and be like, I see you hang in the back. This is how you made it last time, isn't it?
He says, "A wise man knows when to strike and when to wait."
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to get the front horn off of this guy. Get a big stabby.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thwomp. You can rip it off. Nice and clean. Fantastic.
What kind of weapon would that be?
Oh, it's
A dagger?
It's a javelin.
yeah, it's a javelin. That's what I was thinking. I can throw this bad boy.
Okay.
or
I feel like
hear me out.
Oh yeah, I can just
Put it on the horse. Put it on
battering
the horse.
ram.
Oh,
Put it on the
no.
horse.
make it a lamp.
I do have to
Alright,
say, guys,
amazing.
it is nice to just be able to use magic whenever you want, for as long as you want.
You know, that is fair. I will say that. If we were in better circumstances, this would be kind of fun.
Someone want to climb the rock and look around?
1 second. I'd like to sift through the bones, see if there's anything of interest besides bone.
The pile of bones does not seem of interest.
Okay.
Mm,
Is there any bones, like broken bones, that are a good size and sharpness that could be used as like a shiv or a dagger?
Sure, certainly. You guys want to
Yeah.
take? There's enough here that each of you could take a dagger.
Bone dagger, yes.
All right. And with that, I would go up with Arav and survey.
He looks out over the sands, potentially contemplating. Yeah, that's for you.
He's not even like trying to perceive anything. He's just thinking. He's like, man, I look so cool.
There's not too much to perceive, frankly. It's dunes and dunes
Yeah.
and more dunes.
I mean, I don't know. There might be something interesting, like another outcropping, or
You do not see another outcropping. I'll clarify that.
okay,
Not from this position, at least.
okay. So if we see
Gael
nothing of
starts-
interest here,
Gael starts to inspect the creature just to see like if it'd be comfortable to lay against. Like, are we gonna nap on this? Maybe.
It does not look comfortable. It looks kind of crusty and maybe a
Gross.
little bit spiky.
No, we don't like. No,
Is
thanks. Okay, no.
I can't believe I'm going to ask this. Is it
Edible?
edible?
Possibly.
Arav!
Well, I can still purify food and drink once.
Did it ever make
today.
an attack?
It did. Hit Tevis.
Yeah, it was. I felt a little poison, but that could have just been from the mouth parts.
Yeah. Arav, have you ever eaten one of these things?
Not raw.
But you have
Fireball.
eaten one.
Yes. To
And-
some,
and
they are a
you're-
strange sort of delicacy.
Oh, so that sounds to me like this is edible. All right.
It will require some preparation.
Okay.
I
and
have fireball cantrip. We can just keep blasting it until it's cooked.
Hi. or, oh man, we don't
We don't
have
have
anything
wood.
to start a
We're
fire.
in
Yeah.
here burn.
Oh no. All right, fireball it is.
Like, just show me
Fire
how many
bolt.
fireballs.
Firebolt.
Fireball.
Could
Sorry.
potentially
whatever, yeah,
use
sorry,
some of
firebolt.
the viscera of the creature, or perhaps some bones to light a fire.
Could we?
Bones.
To try,
Fire?
you can conjure fire with your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could
Worth a
cast.
shot.
Yeah, I could cast prestidigitation, which would conjure a small flame, and I could just slowly cook the meat.
All right.
Oh
Well, I can try to light the bones on fire, I guess, and I'll try to break this thing apart and get some chunks out.
yeah.
So, my questions to you then are: where are we in terms of gathering survival supplies?
So we have water, and if we need more, we know where to get it.
If you have spell slots available.
Correct.
We're getting tired, kind of, though, right? Aren't we?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
so
a good place to
I'm
sleep.
yeah. I'm thinking we just use this spot as a resting place. It seems pretty well protected from the elements. In terms of like a defensible position, probably not, but it's
I think so.
well, all they have to do is like climb on top and then we're surrounded. But yeah, I think this is a good spot to rest for the night. We could push the carcass out towards the entrance so we have more room and we're not sharing a floor with a carcass.
So maybe right over sort of here.
Yeah, and it could also serve as a warning for other creatures.
Okay. So you've got water. We cooking
We
this
have
boy?
water. Let's
Yeah.
cook this thing.
You got food. You've got shelter. You've got some crude weaponry. Is there anything
Mhm.
else? Are there any other things you would seek in the desert?
A nap.
Yes. Do we know anyone that knows a lot about this place? Because, like,
Oh, like
I don't know.
Ara? Apparently.
Out of is being useless. I just mean, like, if we met anyone, I could do sending and be like, "Hi, help, please, we're here. Someone explain to me where to go."
What's the unlimited range? Oh my god. You could
I
just
don't know. Who do you think might that be?
It doesn't even have to be in this realm.
I know someone then.
Yeah, Gael, do you have any hellish friends that
oh boy.
Would I have any hellish friends that know anything about this area?
Friends.
or could help come rescue
No.
you?
Contact? Yes.
Oh boy.
That's an interesting side thought. to have.
I don't like that sentence.
Cast portal. Let's go to hell.
All of a sudden, this is an Avernus adventure. We just didn't realize it yet.
I wouldn't be totally
Okay.
unprepared for that.
Oh boy.
So I take
All right,
it.
well-
Are you gonna try and sending spell anybody, John?
No, I was just, spitballing with the group. No one has ideas. I'm cool for now.
You could
no,
always
all
always
my-
contact Lionel and say, "Hey, you ever been up this far north?"
Yeah.
Oh, Lionel. How's it going, Lionel?
How you doing, buddy? I know we've only, been forcefully working for you for a few weeks now, but missed you, buddy.
That'd be pretty funny if I just sent him like, "We're still struggling. I hope you're not feeling good about it." Just like guilt tripping him. No.
Right.
Lars almost died twice today.
Actually, don't I have like a rule to be chaotic? I guess
You
I could.
do.
You haven't been very chaotic today.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't. No, I haven't. I guess I could just like, why not? I was just
Ooh, pretend
just-
pretend you're a ghost haunting him.
yeah, I'm dead. We died.
It is all your fault.
Wait, does the creature who is meant to recognize you as sender and knows that I'm sending something? So I don't know if he would be
But do
like,
you know that he knows? Because it'd be way funnier if you thought that this was anonymous.
Well, he knows that you're the one
I am.
talking to him. Does he know if it's magic or if you're a ghost? Like, that's the question. Does he know how you're speaking to him?
Wait, better idea.
Mm.
I do it to Lionel. Does he know that I cast it?
Yeah, he knows that you're the one that is speaking.
Oh, I understand that, but I could be like, oh no, did you just develop magic?
Oh, no.
What's it gonna be then?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll talk to Lionel. I'll be like, Hello, is this thing on?
Now, you keep in mind the way that this works is you say your message, then they say their response, then the spell ends.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll say, hello, is this thing on? My message is going to continue. That's not where it ends. Lionel has almost died twice.
Or Lars.
Lars.
Yeah.
Lars, sorry, Lionel. Hi, Lionel. Lars has almost died twice. I'm clearly dehydrated. Don't know where I am.
I feel like this is well past 25
No,
words.
we're still there.
How do we survive? Question mark.
Yeah.
Do you say
There we go.
question mark?
Yes.
That's 25
Question
words.
mark.
Okay. And so you receive a response immediately after the casting, as the voice of Lionel, the sheriff of Virgin City's police department, says, Gael, is that your voice? Are you alive? My goodness. I hope that you've not perished so quickly. We miss you all. We all miss you very much and wish for your safe return. Though I'm not certain how that might be. Say something more if you're all right, please.
I can't though, right?
I mean, you could cast the spell again.
I can't. I already used 2 of my 2 spell slots.
It's way
Well, that's it.
it's way more chaotic not to send a response.
Oh no!
Aww.
You just traumatized this man.
And would you like to set a campfire?
Yes.
There you have it.
Yay! We somehow made fire with bones.
I really don't. Those are not normal bones. Those are not bones from our world.
They are not. This is true.
Well, it is what it is. What it is.
Okay.
So, I believe Lars had went ahead and prepared chunks of meat so we can cook.
Yes. So you all find yourselves filled. The sun sets, and darkness falls over this desert. As it does so, are you all to head to rest? Are you to assemble any sort of a watch rotation?
Hmm.
And is the horse staying right there?
Let's
No,
not.
I'll dismiss the horse.
Okay.
We can call him back in the morning as a camel. We should probably have a watch.
That makes
That's cool.
sense.
Oh yeah,
So there's
I'll go first.
okay. There's 4 of us. We could all take 2-hour shifts.
Okay. Who will watch first?
Lars. Lars says he'll watch first.
I missed it. Thank you for repeating it.
Uh-huh.
So, you all go to rest, leaning against the rock walls, or perhaps just lying upon the loosely sandy ground where this formation has risen. The fire still flickering in the fallen night. Soft radiation of warmth as the cold chill, softly whistling winds comes. Lars, roll a perception check for me.
Ooh.
Is there a foul smell on the wind?
Is there a foul smell on the wind? Is your question.
Lars has his
Yes.
eyes closed
In
the
fact,
whole time.
there is a foul smell on the wind
Oh boy.
as you witness shapes in the darkness. They are large, greater in scale than you are, but low to the
Uh-oh.
ground, moving, with multiple limbs. As they approach your location from the east, what are you going to do?
Do they look like the thing that we killed?
They do not. They look more reptilian.
Oh,
Wait, are they
gee.
above ground?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just lean over the edge and say, "Psst, guys, there's some stuff coming. You should get up here. Hasn't even been an hour. I'm sorry."
Okay. So, you can all awake, move, assume a position which you would like to.
I'm gonna lie prone.
Okay. Gael, are you moving or are you happy there? Moving there? Okay. Okay. You can see then creatures approaching. These creatures do seem familiar in shape, but not in size. And as they move quickly towards you, you can perceive great lizards, tongues flickering from their mouths that rush towards your position. As they do so, we will roll initiative after our intermission. We will
All right.
see you all 10 minutes, at which point we will see if the ambush can be survived. let's continue. As we left off, giant lizards had attacked your resting place,
Did they see
seemingly
us?
hostile intent. You're not sure. Lucy, you're up first. What are you going to do?
So I am going to prepare an action. What I'm going to do is when they get within 30 feet of each other, preferably before they get to us, but when they're within 30 feet of each other, I'm going to go ahead and cast a spell.
Okay. That will do.
So I will prepare that spell slot, hold that action,
Gael.
and then it's going to be my turn.
Did we say we weren't sure if they were aggressive yet?
They're aggressive, but we weren't sure if they know where we are.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I will wait until they're clearly moving towards us with vicious intent, and also ready a spell.
What spell are you readying? Yeah, and what's your trigger?
I don't know. When they like lock eyes on us and start like aggressively moving towards us,
Okay.
and I assume there'll be a hiss or a something.
And what are you
yeah,
going to cast?
just-
A firebolt? Something?
No. Dissonant whispers.
Okay. That'll do. They will act next, and they will... there we go. They will move into that radius of one another. Victor, do you want to let your spell off?
Here's a question: does Dial's spell trigger as well?
Not yet, because they are moving in this direction right now.
Oh, they're after the carcass. Okay. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and let it trigger.
Okay.
So
What are you
I am
casting?
casting Hypnotic Pattern. So they need to make a DC 15. One fails, the other succeeds. So the one that fails is now hypnotized, essentially. It is charmed and is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. So this creature skids to a halt with a... Seems very confused.
Yep. And then the other one is not affected.
Continue moving. It rushes towards the corpse of the Ankheg, striking its mouth out, bam, biting into it and shaking it. Looking it around, I'm gonna need stealth checks from all of you if you want to try and remain hidden.
Do we have advantage or anything since we're like high up and prone?
And in the dark.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So who's the loud one now? Look me in the eyes, Lucy. Look me in the fucking eyes. And
Lucy
tell
just
me
goes,
who's the loud
yes, I
one."
hypnotized it!
Yeah, I cast a spell. I think I hypnotized both, not realizing I only hypnotized one. And I just stand up, just like, all right, guys, easy pickings.
So, this creature gives a looking in your direction with great speed and gives a and starts to move now in your direction. So it did move not much of its movement speed.
But that triggers Guile's spell, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going into battle mode. Cute. We almost evaded it. Wait, not cast?
What? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
3 or
I thought
4
I
are gonna
cast.
come through at once.
I did not get. Oh yeah, it's gonna have a server delay or something. Did you click it? Is it? Have you confirmed the spell level? Is that pop up sitting there in the background?
No, I did.
There
but
it
it's okay.
is.
There it is.
Beautiful. All right, wisdom save. Saves.
Noise.
Okay, it takes half damage then.
Wait.
So it's going to take 8 points. And that is its turn concluded. As it ends its turn, 2 more lizards enter your sight.
No. Bye. Goodbye. Good night.
We can't outrun them.
Lars,
though.
you're up.
So is it like trying to crawl up right now?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to stand kind of, on the edge here.
Yep, you're good.
And I'm going to swing down with my great club.
Okay. Whack a lizard. That's a hit.
Oh yeah.
And that second one will kill the creature as you slam it in its head solidly and it and falls backwards.
Okay. I'm gonna stand here and then just. Okay, well we know that they're not that strong, so let's go.
Okay. Lucy, you're up.
Okay.
Actually, before you're up, Adav is going to move over to you guys.
Yeah.
Was he gonna help? That's cute.
He's going to ready in action and end his turn.
Just
Okay.
run.
Yeah. We are going to rest after this. So I am going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to prepare my hypnotic pattern spell for when they are within 30 feet of each other. I'll cast it.
Okay, you got it.
So actually, hold on. 5, 10, 15,
I think
20,
they
25,
are.
30. Oh, they are within 30 feet, so I'm just going to do it now.
So you're gonna drop concentration and recast.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Mm.
Is it
No,
concentration?
you already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can put him in the
I
circle.
mean-
Hope he fails again.
He is in the circle.
Oh, it is. All right. You know what? Screw it.
So,
Well, maybe our DM is happy to give you advantage because it's already basically there on one of the.
So
rows.
here's the funny thing is,
Oh.
you
Oh my
hypnotize
God.
the 2 new arrivals, and the one that you had before is no longer hypnotized.
You-
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
All right. Well, it's a net positive.
I think so. Okay, Gael.
I really wish I hadn't done that sending right now.
But it was your chaos for the day.
Such a great freaking spell that I could have done, but instead here I am just casting web to hopefully keep people in place. My cube is going to be a little deformed. It's going yay way and then yay way, and it gets everyone. So but it's just
does it
not.
deal damage?
No, it just keeps them in place.
Okay.
But you can
Okay.
set it on fire, and it adds fire damage. Just
Okay.
FYI, everyone.
Cool.
Okie
Cool,
dokie.
cool, cool, cool.
That is good. So that is going to be a dex save at the start of the turn, and I can surely get you an asset here. Yeah. Turn it like this, and make it bigger. There we go. That'll do.
It should get all 3.
Yeah, that'll get all her.
Cool. Just make sure.
Okay, so we got the one who is not hypnotized, who rolls the dex save, succeeds. The other 2 are going to automatically fail because they are hypnotized.
Yep.
And they are stuck in there. That is your turn, Gael. And so the giant lizards are up. As
Oh, okay, I'll move back a little bit. He doesn't like being.
yeah, sure.
engaged.
Stick moving. Go for it.
Like, thank you.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna step back here. Thank you.
2 more giant lizards arrive from the southern direction.
Oh, God damn it.
No.
This one is going to move up towards here. Lars, did you ready an attack or no? No, you're up next.
Well, I know. I killed the other one on my turn. So
That's right. Okay. So
I
it is
just
going to
am
try and bite you.
standing.
16 to hit.
Oh yeah. Why is everything poison?
Thou dost protest. Doth protest. All right, this guy is going to rush up in this direction and make a bite against you as well, Lars.
Hmm.
And this one's going to climb across to here.
I'm not doing well.
No.
You can't. My health isn't updating for some reason on my screen at least. but-
I do see it on stream, so it is all good. So it's at 11 for you, the rest of you here.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right, you are up, Lars. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go ahead. Is the zone of truth gonna help me out here? I think not.
No, I think
Um,
lay on hands is probably going to help you
Yeah.
out.
Hey,
yeah,
man.
no, that's
Lizards
but
don't
I'm just
lie.
yeah. So I'm gonna use 20 of my 25 lay on hands point,
Okay.
just so I have 5 left in case. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You staying right there?
And that's your
yeah.
bonus action, right?
No, that's my action.
That's your action?
Lay on
Oh,
hands is an action.
boy.
Adav is going
So-
to rush up and jab his camel tooth into this lizard, dealing 17 points to the creature, bloodying it. And
So that just bloodies it. I killed the other one with. Oh. I thought I killed the other one with 15.
no,
Oh, okay.
you did not.
Oh, the dissonant whispers.
He stabs it, and these lizards are going to continue their attack. Lucy, you're up.
Alright, well, I used up both of my spell slots, so I don't have any wood, but I have a dagger.
Okay.
Oh boy, I don't like it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
On this one,
Okay.
and
Success. No effect.
no effect. And I'm just gonna. You got this, Lars.
Wow. Okay. Our deal is null and void.
Gail.
I am
Ugh,
useless
this is
at
so
the front line.
complicated.
You know this.
Yeah.
I currently am dying. Though.
Okay, fine. You know what? If it's
No,
okay.
no. You've already walked away. You can't do shit now. Fuck you.
You know, this is even though we don't have planes in this world, put your safety mask before you put it on someone else. We can't do anything for you unless we are safe. Just FYI. I'm gonna upcast my chaos bolt, and it's going towards this guy. Wait, can you
Yeah.
do the thing where you say where it is? Hello? There, that one.
Okay.
That one. The one that's budding.
All right. The bolt smashes into the creature. It gives out a hissing snarl as it falls to the ground, dead.
Okay, one out. Yay! I am going. So that is 3. That's all of my. succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. Continuous, magically structure, momentary certainty. I am going to try to do this if, like, for one of the attacks that
If you are
I'm sure is falling for.
Oh.
No, for Lars.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when it attacked Lars,
So,
then-
right now.
yes. So not on that one.
Right. And then this is its second roll because it has pack tactics.
Yeah, roll
Oh,
Slippery
good.
Barbs that one.
Okay, so it's gonna. You want to trigger Silvery Barbs, John?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna be a reroll. So it's a miss. And then the
There
next
we
No,
one is.
mine hits me. Mine still hits me.
God damn it!
A
My
9
alpha.
still hits you?
What
All
is
right.
Yeah.
happening?
So take the first
How?
damage.
Your base AC should be like 11.
So that's 8 points.
It's 10.
But you
minus-
also- you
it's-
have advantage.
Your base AC is 10 plus your dex, so my dex is -1.
Oh my god.
You have advantage on
Alright.
your next saving throw or ability check or attack roll. Just
And
FYI.
there's another attack against Lars.
Okay.
Also at
So the-
advantage. So the first attack
Okay.
is 8 from the first damage roll, and the second
Okay.
attack is 11.
Okay. I just want to say, if I had taken those hits, I probably would have dropped concentration on the other lizards.
True.
So
I should have held my web till later. I'm like,
we had
we're
no
both
idea.
holding the
this was gonna
same
be-
ones.
Okay. At the end of the lizard's turn, you hear a call, a shout from behind you.
No.
Oh no.
A group of individuals rushes onto the scene, which you do not recognize, arriving from a northern direction. This man calls out and says, "We're here to help!" A human
Oh.
individual from the best you can tell. He is going to fire a crossbow towards this lizard. Just going to hit it for that, plus sneak attack damage. So that's going to be enough to kill it. Presuming it fails its save. It does not have advantage, so that's a failure. So this lizard is dead. He's going to rush with the rest of his movement up to here. As so his allies are going to shoot longbows towards the lizards. Okay, so that is going to be one more attack from number 2. All right, so only one of those hits. For 8 points. Lizard is still up. Lars, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to swing my great club once. Does that hit?
Misses by 1.
Okay.
That hits.
That.
The creature
And I'll
is...
go
about this
ahead and
guy?
use.
Doesn't he have the Slippery Barbs active? Yeah, on the next attack roll, you have advantage.
Is it not like when you force the reroll? Is that creature not the creature?
No, so
that
what
attacks?
Silvery Barbs does is it forces the creature that you target to roll at disadvantage, and then the second half of that spell, you target an ally, and you give them advantage on the next attack roll or ability check or saving throw.
Okay.
Cool.
You have advantage on the attack roll, so that's an advantage. That hits. You have another attack.
Yeah.
Which will hit and allow you to finish off this creature.
Okay.
With that, you do not see any more lizards approaching, and the 2 that remain are webbed and hypnotized till the end of such a duration. The man who's just arrived calls out and says, "Those 2, are they still hostile?"
They're
Oh, yeah.
hypnotized for now, but that's gonna end soon.
We should kill them all together on a count of 3.
Is that magic you use?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let
I'm gonna
loose,
say we're fine here.
let loose your magic. And he moves and actually climbs on top of the corpse of this lizard and starts to shout. Ah! Ah! Says, loose it! They will flee!
Okay, I loose it.
What do we lose? How do we
I
Drop
stop
concentration.
concentration on my hypnotic pattern.
lose?
The two lizards that remain
Same.
kind of shake their heads and then pull against the web and snarl, but looking up, and as this man stands atop the corpses, roaring, the two give us and spin, turning around, and if you will allow them to flee the web,
I dropped concentration, yeah.
leaving. And with that, we are out of combat.
Okay.
This man now turns towards you, hopping down from the corpse, Lars, and says, hello. It is a pleasure to come to your aid. Might I introduce myself? I am Rastin Morbrook. What might I call you?
Oh, you can call me Lars. Lars.
I don't know
Larson.
why. Gael's really feeling this moment, and he's like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
I also get those vibes.
Kiss.
And I'll just hold out my hand like a normal person.
He will take it in sort of a predator handshake, I think they used to call him, and give you a very macho handshake. Say,
Oh boy.
good to meet you, Larson. And the rest of you. Care you to share your names?
Well, I'm Lucy. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Lucy. Adolf will
My,
say...
you hand yourself so well out there.
Go ahead, John.
I'm Gael. Don't you find Lars so manly and attractive?
He looks towards him and says,
We would really be dead here without him and his muscles.
he is indeed a fine specimen. What were you to say to me, Lucy?
No, I was just gonna say you're a fine specimen yourself.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I don't take. They're a little weird, so pardon their faux pas. Yeah, we might say, but
I don't have paws.
I understand, you'll say. After all, this desert is filled with weirdness. Care you all to conclude your rest here for the night? My allies and I will look out while you rest if you wish. We have a commune for exiles of the Virgin Empire, and we are more than happy to bring you to. Like,
Ooh. Could I insight check that?
Yeah.
Just in case.
absolutely.
Because this seems a bit too convenient. Granted, this is D&D. Everything's convenient. But
Seems legit.
yep, super legit. I'm like, okay.
Lars
Hey.
takes a hook, line, and sinker.
So these other exiles will make their way around, forming a perimeter, holding watch. This woman will kind of squint her eyes at you, Gael, who she's stepped up next to, and say, "You're not from around here, are you?"
I was trying to have a quippy reply, but literally nothing is loading. So, nah, not really. I'm tired now. I'm gonna go to bed.
Say,
Thank you.
you
I'm
do
gonna look
that.
at Lucy and be like, if they're here to kill us, we're not gonna survive it anyways. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Lucy's just like,
Adolf will say, "Thank you for your kind hospitality, good sir." but I will remain awake if you do not mind. Says, do as you wish. And so Arab is going to, actually, he'll hang out, right up here where he was. Nearby before. Just keep an eye
Lucy.
on things.
When you guys come down, I'm gonna just like lean over and whisper it to you. What are the odds that you think that we end up in the middle of a satanic ritual circle by the end of this?
I mean,
At this,
I
Lucy's
vote
kind of
for
like,
it. Why not?
considering the history of this
Praise.
party, it's kind of high actually. But before that, Lucy is gonna ask who, like, this woman, like, what's her name?
She'll say, I am Asha. Need you know more?
Rude.
Oh, I know an Asha from back home. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
She seems
All
a
right.
little befuddled by that statement.
Gail's gonna like wink at Lars and be like, "Praise Asmodeus. Good night."
just hit you with the Hail Satan as you go into sleep. Okay.
I before Lucy kind of looks at you, just like, seriously, Asmodeus?
Looking around.
All right. So you all can then conclude a safe night's long rest. And Arav takes a level of exhaustion.
Oh, poor guy. But you know what? Probably the smart thing to do.
He hasn't taken a single damage.
That's fair.
Oh, like you guys took a lot of damage.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
I tried to help.
And also, I spent a lot of magical energy trying to make it so that you weren't just bombarded with lizards, okay?
That's true. You would have literally died.
All right,
You're
you
welcome.
would have died if it wasn't for me, all right? So I
Well,
think our deal is
I would
still
have
on
died
the
if it
table.
wasn't for me either.
Lucy will take cuddles and affection for payment tomorrow. Good night.
All right. Actually, no. Tonight. It starts now.
In front of everyone.
I'm too tired.
Ah.
We'll just enter the should have been divorced 10 years ago state in our relationship. No, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
All right. So, the morning comes. As the sun rises. Now in a clear sky. And to you, Lars, the heat washes over you, and you feel that desert warmth. It's very unpleasant.
Oh, do you know what time it is? Now, time to cast Find Steed and not have to walk in this heat.
Yep.
Please tell me you said meow. What time is it? Meow.
Meow. Meow. It's with an N. Meow.
Okay, there you go. So.
Yeah. Thorson. It's going to be a very blonde camel.
Blonde camel. Okay. Alrighty then. As a spectral steed manifests into physicality, you now have a camel which you may ride into whatever situations are ahead of you. With you all awake, this new individual that you have met, Rastin, will climb down and say, "All right, friends, carry you to travel then to our commune."
Well, I mean, I don't think we have any other plans. I'm pretty free for the rest of this week, so yeah.
As are we all. Let us go. moving now in the same direction from which they came. This group
Wait, what? These are all outcasts?
Yeah.
seems so.
Or what are they called? Is that the word, outcast?
Exiles.
Exile.
Exiled. We're off to see the exile. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right. So, you travel across the desert dunes, path continuing. From the wastes where you have scratched out a survival for this night. Now, to what you can see as resting atop several large dunes of sand, a veritable tent city of dozens you can see, individuals, it seems, who have found themselves ejected from civilized life and now exist here in the barren deserts. Banded together, Rastin will explain to you, to survive when no one else would take them in. It is unfortunate that there are still downsides to the existence that we take. The man who leads the commune has chosen a life of banditry for those who will accept it. And those who accept it live not a poor life, while the rest of us here live as we can. Approaching, you find yourselves here on the southeastern edge of space. Rastin and his individuals move forward as he is greeted by what appears to be a tall, half-orcan woman that steps up to him and says, "Back from another scavenging run? I see you've brought more strays. Any plunder?" Rastin will say, "No. You know how I feel about these practices. These are more to join us," the woman will say. "So I'll tell Vadek that you continue not to deliver. He won't like that." "So be it." This woman will move off, while Rastin gestures to you and says, "Come to my tent here."
Guy, I was gonna hiss at the one that was being mean. And just laugh on his way out. It's whatever, I don't care.
As you approach this lit fire and tent where you can see other individuals in similar garb to those that came for your aid, huddled, you can see a man in a green robe that is crouched. Seems to be conjuring a soft, white, glowing energy over what appears to be a wound on this woman.
Oh, I'll get down off door. Tell him to stay. Oh, I need some help there. I'm
Man.
quite an accomplished healer myself.
The man will look up and say, "Oh, certainly, if you wish. Might I spy a paladin of the Pantheon? What ill fate brought you out here?"
Oh, well, I started hanging around with these heretics, and
And now
Next thing
he's
you know.
pallid out.
"Heretics," he grumbles. "Yes, well, if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate your aid." As you apply your healing
Oh.
magic in concert with his, the woman's wound heals over quite quickly. She says, "Thank you." He says, "It is all I can do. In Gurith's name, walk. She'll stand."
Oh, wow. How do you guys get a boat out here?
Rastin will say, "That actually was one of the chosen reasons for this to be the site of our commune. Just a symbol, perhaps, of, I don't know, some
Out of
future.
place people.
Indeed, no ship would be stranded in the middle of a desert. But tell me what you wish, and I will tell you what you wish to know of this place. Perhaps propose you an offer. What brought you here? What
Who's
you think?
talking right now?
Apologies.
This guy.
This man. The healer has since retired within the tent.
Okay. Well,
I'm no Matt Mercer. I do my best.
Yeah, no. No one's
Lars,
Matt. Not
tell
even
them
Matt
all
Mercer
about
is Matt
yourself.
Mercer.
It's true.
So, if we're doing a Q&A, I guess for me, I would like to know,
I think he asked us a
how
question
long-
first,
He did.
but
well,
But you can
he's
sure,
start
he's
out
the
your-
one
you just
offering.
ignore.
however you all would like. He's not being demanding of you. All right. Go
Well,
ahead, Victor.
I can go ahead and so we are working for doing some contract work for the police and uncovered some bad satanic stuff and but essentially people in power were keeping us from doing our job, and so we went out a little bit on our own and did what we thought was right to try to help the people of Virgin City, but those in power stepped in and we got caught and got in trouble, and then we were expelled for heresy, despite the fact that I am no heretic. These others are heretics, but they tried their hardest in the moment. You know, they're
Lars,
on the path to being reformed. I'm working hard most days.
Lars, would it be too much instead of just calling us heretics? Like, I get it, we're heretics, big whoop, but like, you don't have to keep saying that. Like, you could just say we're friends, right? Like, we're friends.
Well, those terms aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but like, heretic is so obvious. You're just being redundant when you say it.
Frienditics.
Okay, frienditic. I like that term. My frienditic.
Rastin will
Okay,
comment
well.
saying, "You'll find it's a common story amongst those here that the systems of the Virgin Empire did them ill. And for a time upon arriving, you may find that those around you, they must all be excusing what ill deeds they have done, and you would not be wrong. There are those here that have done ill, and if they have strength of arm, they are aligned with Vadek. But if they are strength of character, they are aligned with me. And yet, if you are here for long, you will find that the pattern is not that the majority of us are criminals. At least not in virtue. In action, sure. I led a mining rebellion when our pay was slashed, when our quarters were limited. Our union rose up against the Empire and was successful before being quelled by strength which we could not match. Now, I am here. Asha was a miner alongside me, my oldest friends. I'm sure you have seen the virgin crystals. Through great pains did we extract them from roots of the Dragon Spine Mountains to the east. So, your questions. Please, ask them if you have them. Seem to have one.
Well, how long have you guys been out here?
I have been here for 6 years. In that time, Vadak and I were allies of convenience, friends, and then, well, see, he found arms, an old trove, armor, a great weapon. Myself and those who you see around me have what we could scavenge, and he changed the rules. So for the past 4 years, we have been, at times, forced into banditry. Vadak's loyalists have no question but do so happily. This is not the fate that I choose for our people. The people of Cadlia who do not belong on these dunes. I will say, it has been some time since a mage came to us. This fills my mind with new ideas, new possibilities.
Well, are there other
Valiant,
places to go?
Valiant.
Are there other settlements out here, or is this the only one? And do any of you have aspirations to do anything else besides make the rest of your life out here?
Now you're speaking my language, Lars. There are other settlements, but most of them are indigenous tribes that would care for no outsider intrusion. Some are more friendly than others, but I fear that since the turn to banditry, we have antagonized all of them. There is one group. I mentioned that there had been mages before that had come to us, but they have all found their way east and found themselves visited by messages, callings. Have any of you heard of the Exile regime through your history books?
We did hear about them in the vision, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The survivors of the Exaris were banished from Cadlia to these sands, which began the tradition of exiling when it was too ugly to do something as garish as execute. So, to the east of here, within a small set of mountains, are the remnants of the Exaris regime, a group of mages who have turned to insulation. Any masters of spells that have come to our refuge have shortly thereafter been recruited by the Exaris remnant. I wonder if that will not come to you as well, soon. What were you called? Heretics?
Frienditex.
Layers at large.
But I speak extensively. Have you more questions I might answer before I would propose anything drastic?
So
Propose something drastic.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, in the name of Shai Hulud, that's what we're here for.
but only if it's entertaining. And I'll be the judge of that, so go ahead.
I will say, well, you were not wrong to say that it is in the wise man's interest to not remain endlessly in desolation. I would care to lead as I have led before, to coordinate not only our people, but any of the tribes in this land who would seek a more fertile life within Cadlia. I'm sure you saw the great Virgin Barrier as you came here. I would see fit to lead the united exiles of the Badlands against it. An attack. A rebellion.
So you want us to help you unite the exile tribes of the Badlands and conduct an assault on the fortified northern wall of the Verdant Empire.
When you lay it out all like that, it sounds really quite absurd. But I assure you, there is more to this. The Exar's remnant are quite powerful. With them on our side, the magics of crystals may be contested. Additionally, they carry wisdom, sure of it, and as ancient enemies of the Empire, they should have some knowledge of secrets which could allow us to forward our cause. They will come for you soon. Yes.
Oh, I was just wondering if they've ever talked to you, but I know you're not very magey, so maybe not.
I am not. On a normal circumstance, I would wait weeks to allow you to acclimate before posing something so drastic, but given how quickly the Exaris tend to reach out, I would seek that we have this conversation immediately. When they reach out, yes.
No, just how would they know we're here?
I do not know. They simply
Fireball into the
seem
sky.
to know.
I got it.
Well, we don't want them to know that we're here, I think. But how do they always know that mages are here and then quickly scoop them up? Right? Like what's their source of information gathering? Anyways, continue.
When they come for you, I would ask that you bring me along in request of a council with them, so that I might propose this fate. They, as the ancient enemies of the old, they must have desire to do such a thing. I am sure that with them, with scattered tribes, and with our people here, if even we are united, this goal is attainable.
So, just FYI, you are aware that this ancient mage order people empire thing were originally the bad guys and were rebelled against.
Indeed.
Right? Okay.
And yet,
And
they are the enemy of my enemy. And I should make clear as well my goals. I seek no conquest within the Verdant Empire beyond the grasslands of the region just south of the barrier. We break through, and then we settle. We establish a small nation of our own, where those that the Empire's rules cannot apply to have a place to go, where there can be sown fields, crops, where sand and death do not circle them. As you can see happens here.
it would be nice to be in a proper bed again.
This is drastic, I know.
Lars glares at Lucy.
He says, the first step to this is removing the cruel leader of this commune. At any time, I might challenge him to a duel, but he is unscrupulous and would defeat me, I am certain, without aid. You cannot aid me in a duel, but you can before it. So, I would ask, if you're interested in creating alignment with me, that you infiltrate his tent within this community. Sabotage him, or perhaps just starve him of the unfair advantages which he might bring to a fight. Think on it.
Cool.
Do
Okay,
so
well,
within your own privacy.
that sounds more like a thing for my friend the Ticks to do. I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, but I can help you out with some magic-y stuff before the battle. So we could do that, but yeah, my friend the Ticks will take care of the sneaking. I'm not very sneaky.
He says, I will give you space to discuss this amongst yourselves. Steps towards the other side of the fire, speak with his own followers, and give you privacy.
This sounds like a job for the shape-shifting Friendatics.
Oh man. Yeah, so okay, so I know
Firstly, Adolf will say, this is your business. I am but along for the ride. I will take care of the camel.
The camel can just disappear any minute, man.
He just pets the camel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
Lars, I think you should let him have the camel for a little bit.
Well, I am letting him have the camel.
Okay, so let's all be on the same page here, right? So we literally just arrived to this commune.
And we are inciting a revolution. Yes.
Okay. So it's not just me that understands this. All right, cool.
Not inciting, sorry, encouraging.
Encouraging. Well, we were asked to
Catalyzing.
partake. Yeah.
Gael is really out here to fulfill his yearly chaos quota in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
Lucy, we can walk away whenever we want. There are a ton of other little realms around here, apparently. This can just implode on itself.
It could. It really could.
I see this as a low risk, high reward situation.
You know what? It's hard to argue with that. It really is. Lars, what's your take on this? I feel like there's quite a bit of dubiousness in the name of good? Question mark? What's your thoughts?
Well, the Virgin Empire doesn't really seem to care too much about the good, and I want to get back into the not desert.
I love that. I love that sentence. All right. Well, it sounds like we're on board with betraying the current leader of this commune and then inciting a revolution against the Virgin Empire. Not at all.
While enabling its very powerful and ancient foe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Counter. I mean, we can also, we can always change bands later on, bring them down from the inside. I say, but we haven't even listened to the other dude. Like, I feel like Lucy should just go flirt with him and find out what the vibe is. Like, maybe we're into that.
Yeah, maybe. We really don't know the whole story. We only know half of it. Yeah, I think give me a night with him. I could get some information. This sounds like a great
the spot. Talk to him about how strong he is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Show off about all the things he has that we need to steal.
Mm-hmm.
It's dual purpose. It's both acquiring the information and also just people networking.
Yeah.
And Lars is happy that he has this. So after Lucy has her night.
Yes. Makes you immune to disease. Perfect.
Because who knows what you have?
As you are discussing, you see a small entourage arrive, led by a dragonborn taller than Lars.
Oh,
Oh, jeepers.
Hornman.
Strapped to his hip hangs a long-handled great axe. And you can see several plates of armor adorn him. This individual steps into the space and says, "Well, what do we have here? If it ain't some new arrivals. Welcome to our lovely refuge. Might I make your acquaintance?"
At this, Lucy immediately steps up and gets really gets into the character of just like getting really like flirty. It's just like, "Hi, I'm Lucy. I heard you're a big boss around here. My, you're so tall." It just like really goes through the things, trying to find exactly like kind of like probing the defenses to figure out which words seems to make him happiest.
Make a persuasion
really-
check. Let's see it. See how well he takes you.
Yes. Persuasion.
He says, "Ha! You seem like the strong sort." And he slams his hand down on your shoulder, Lucy, and says, "See, have you any experience with crime? You know, all of us out here are criminals to the Empire. Tell me, have you any experience, perhaps more than this failure of a man?" And he points towards Rastin.
Yeah, but when he like claps his hands, Lucy's just like, "Oh, yep."
Your feet just get like punched down like a few inches into the sand.
So,
It's just like all my strength to just stay upright.
out here in the desert, there's two kinds of people. The strong, and those who are taken from by the strong. If you think you have the strength to take, then you can join my lovely band. If you want to beg for scraps, feel free to stay here. And you can hear a sort of a snicker from the half-orcan woman from behind him that had spoken with you initially.
Yeah. Yeah, at that, Lucy goes like, I would much rather beg for other things, and kind of like did the whole little trail, hand touching, start touching him, getting close.
He seems unfazed by that.
Yeah, okay. And essentially sidle up to him. It was like, "I'd much rather stay with the strong. There are more perks to that."
Rastin will step forward and say, "Lucy, you don't know what you're getting yourself into."
So from there...
Side note, clearly no one's paying attention to Gael. So Gael's just gonna be like, first of all, stealth. Second of all, great. No one's gonna notice a single thing I do. Second of all, invisibility.
Okay.
Disappear.
I'm just gonna go away. I'm just gonna go walk. I'm gonna go into their tent. Bye.
And then I maybe I get a little sense of this, and I'll just yell out to Lucy, "Oh, you heretic! I should have ditched you long ago."
Bye.
Okay. So now
And yeah, you can tell me when I make it to the cabin, because
You're
my
heading
goal
to-
is to make it to their
you want to
cabin.
get to this guy's Vadic's tent.
Yes.
Okay. Vadic will pipe up in response to that and say, "Ha! See, you could join us too," he says to you, Lars. "You seem strong. Will you be part of the greater or part of the lesser?"
Well, I have sworn oaths to help the weak and not bully, so I will be staying here with Thorson and
I'm gonna stay here with my horse.
Isn't it something else now? Isn't it like
the
does it
camel.
start with a D?
No, it's Thorson.
It's the same spirit, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just taking a different form on.
I'm gonna stay here with my mount. I don't know any of these other people, but my mount and I are gonna stay here.
I forgot the other guy's name, so I panicked. Just my horse's name.
So, with that, he will say, "Let's go then," putting a hand on your shoulder, Lucy, leading you away with him.
Awesome. Perfect. And if I am behind him and behind everyone else, it seems, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a message to this guy over here. I forget his name as well.
Rastin.
Rastin. I'm gonna cast a message to Rastin, where it's gonna be a message that only he can hear, because that's how the cantrip works. And essentially says like, "Don't worry, just play along. I'm just trying to get good on the inside to help sabotage."
And before they all leave, I'll just go ahead and use my divine sense.
You sense no unsavory presence from them, other than from your allies.
Okay.
As usual.
As usual. As you move along, Lucy, this elven individual kind of eyes you and says, "You're really trying to get all friendly with him now, aren't you?"
I mean, if you want, I could get friendly with you too.
Why don't we start there instead of you messing around where you'll find no answers?
Ooh. Ooh, teacher spirit. Absolutely. Lucy will take that bait.
Okay. So,
Baited.
Gael, you have made your way across this encampment to the largest tent, finding it correctly. Would you like to enter said tent while under the veil of invisibility?
Yes, but within my invisible state, I don't know if I can do this, so we're gonna run this by you. I would like to already turn my shape to look like one of the guards on the outside.
Sure. I can allow that for sure. Okay. So you are disguised and disguised. Let's do another
Double disguised.
icon. Yeah, that'll do for me. All right. Yeah.
Punk.
All
Cute,
right.
cute. Yeah.
As you enter this
okay.
tent, you can see a number of supplies. A crate full of what appears to be large, perhaps cactus fruits. You see several vials of some kinds of substance on a table here. And you also see several women who are kind of squatting in the space. Squatting's the wrong word. That implies that they're not supposed to be there. Sitting.
Or they're physically doing squats?
No.
Cool.
You try. My brain. I try and rotate through different words so I don't keep saying the same one. And I'm like, okay, sit's already used for some reason. Yeah, that works. No,
They're occupying the space.
they're occupying the space. They're seated here.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, first of all, stealth, persuasion, performance, investigation, insight, deception are my highest things. I guess. Let's go for insight. Insight is more into people, right?
Mhm.
It's not for like things and searching, as we remember that I am not able to do those things.
Yeah. Insight is
From
people.
our previous work. Okay, well, I guess first things first. Well, that's bad. I don't know, just try and check out what they're up to in terms of like getting a vibe from them. Why are they there? Are they looking at anything in the room?
So they're seated.
Do they have anything interesting on them in terms of like?
I would say that their clothing
they're holding on
seems,
to like something.
Their clothing seems nicer than most of the other refugees that you've seen here, and also seems a bit more revealing.
Mm.
But they seem, I would say, not unhappy, but somewhat blank in their faces.
They're his
Oh, cute.
concubines.
Got it. Okay, so we can make these our friends. Got it.
Baby.
Okay. Yeah, dude, my persuasion's like off the charts. We're fine. So we said there are cacti, there are vials with things in them, and what else was there?
There's a set of armor that is
Set of armor
propped up on a stand.
Cool. And the armor looks like nice and important. And
For out here in the
shiny?
desert, yeah. I mean, it's a set
I
of
would
armor. That's a
say-
rarity.
Is it golden? Because if it has Lars Larson written all over it, I'm taking it.
It does not. It seems to be a somewhat cobbled together set of plates, probably armor once worn by a knight, and perhaps reattuned to the dragonborn that probably wears it.
Tuned. Dumb.
Yeah, but you only need an hour to attune to something.
I use the word literally. This does not imply that it's a magic item. What are you going to do, Kyle?
I'm just checking my spells. I'm trying to see if I have something that can like make this thing come with me without making noise.
Okay. In this time, Lucy, you and the entourage are going to be moving through the camp. Vatic will be giving you a tour around, basically expressing, this is where my friends hang out, and this is where the ones who don't work with me well are sent off to. You won't end up there if you keep things good with me. So eventually, let me take you to my fire where we can discuss the finer details of our new alliance. So they're headed in that direction.
Kyle's come up with ideas. He has ideas.
Okay, guys.
So he's gonna go and like loosen the tent in the back for like being able to go in through the back and take things out. And also maybe if he needs to do a slit with the little stone and or bone dagger that he has to be able to do this. The idea would be to be able to take the armor and also have access to the what I assume are potions. Are they potions? Can I inspect these? I'm gonna inspect these. I'm gonna get nothing out of them, but like we're gonna try anyways. Is this investigation,
intelligence,
perception,
or nature? So nature. Roll nature.
Oh, intelligence or nature. Nature.
Oh.
Wow.
You observe what appear to be several empty vials, as well as several vials filled with red liquid. These are likely healing potions, as well as several vials filled with green liquid. These are likely some kind of poison.
Dump the poison into the healing.
Yeah, you
Smart.
could dump poison in his food. Or you could steal the poison and give it to Rastin.
But I don't want you to go in and then him to notice that things are missing and him to blame you. That's the situation I don't want to happen. Which is
That's
why I'm
fair.
wondering if I need to wait.
Maybe
But-
it's a good idea to wait.
I wonder if I can. Okay, now that I have this information, I'm gonna go outside and try and make replicas of the vials. Basically, I'm sure someone has vials around, and I can just put like, I don't know.
Are you sure that someone has glass-made vials around?
frustrating. Is there like a pile of them under the table, empty ones, where I can just be like, and these are the
There
extras?
are 2 empty ones on the table.
Oh, this is annoying. Fine. I mean, as a group, do we think I should steal these now?
You are there by yourself.
Uh,
I feel like I've metagamed enough already.
Are you 30 feet away?
I
No.
am not. I am well over 30 feet.
God damn it. Well, I'm gonna prep hearing your voice for telepathic speech. But until then. No,
If you have
I'm literally
if you have message, it's 120 feet for message.
Oh, but I also have my sending, which literally means like I don't care where you are.
That's
Let's
fair.
talk. So 2 messages there are healing potions, there are poison potions in here. There's also a what's it called? Thing armor. I can steal the armor. I made an entrance through the back of the thing to be able to take it. Should I take the potions now? Should I just also include a little breakage in the back of the tent to be able to take the potions later? Want to make sure you're safe. That was probably more than 20 words, but I'm sure I can summarize.
Message got across.
Yeah. I'm going to whisper back, like try not to be, try to be inconspicuous with it. Just create an opening in the back. Don't steal anything now. Wait until the cover of darkness.
Cool. Gonna do that. Also, I forgot. Is this a thing that I can look inside of?
The
This?
box?
Yes.
Totally.
Just like slightly. Just like look inside, peek inside. What's in there?
It seems to be mostly belongings, other sets of clothes, just miscellaneous things, frankly.
Boring. Okay. Cool. Cool.
As you lift the lid, the woman next to you kind of gives a, huh? Looks very confused.
I mean, I was being stealth. I was
Oh, you
hoping she wouldn't
were?
even notice.
And you're invisible.
25 stealth.
Yeah, but a lid, a box lid, just opened by itself. Like,
Yeah. She didn't.
She could be
say
looking at
anything.
the floor.
She didn't say anything, but she saw it and was
Valid.
kind of.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna exit now, I think.
Okay.
I think that was,
But
that
have
was
you
valid. So we have slits on the tent on both ends where we can like basically just slide in and take everything from behind if needed. When
Okay.
needed. Cool, bye.
Fantastic. Ready. So as you exit to conceal this. And as this entourage is now returning here,
I'm
going
gonna
to
spank
take this.
Lucy's butt as I walk by.
I will take us to you, Lars. As in this time, you feel something. Almost pull. And almost
Like
hear.
a physical pull?
No. Spiritual, I would best describe it. And you can hear almost like a humming resonance in your ears and feel pulled in the direction of that wrecked ship. Are you going to follow it at this time?
I'll go ahead and get up on Dorse and we're just gonna go around camp. Get a lay of the land if that's okay.
Okay.
I'll slowly...
is still in stealth mode and is going to follow Lars.
So I'm just gonna slowly make my way up here. And, climb up onto the boat. Tell Thor to stay put.
As you climb aboard it, you feel sense of resonance, connection, and homeliness that you haven't felt in a long time. And then you perceive a figure standing upon the dune above you. Tall, taller than yourself, but alike in garb as to those in the stories that your father told you when you were young. This spirit looks down upon you, spectral male and axe in hand. And then it fades away. And the connection you felt, that spell, is suddenly gone. And you find yourself here, on the deck of the boat.
I'm gonna quickly run up to where the spirit was, see if anything got left behind.
Looking around. Would anything be left behind? No. No. Nothing for now.
Is this ship just like a standard kind of like Viking-esque ship where it's just a single like hull and there's there's
You can
through
see
a
its
little
mast rises and is then sort of snapped off halfway up.
and there's nothing else in the boat of note.
Not particularly, no.
Okay. I'll get back on Thorson.
So I'll leave you with that. And Lucy, as you are brought to the tent of the leader of the bandits, and he begins to regale you with tales of his great successes, how he has become the most accomplished individual of raiding in this Badlands, and how it is his group of exiles that will be seen as the kings of this land. Meanwhile, this elven individual is more than happy to cuddle up to you a bit. It says, "What do you do? What do you do well, might I ask? What's your specialty?"
I find it interesting that we're going to hold a conversation while the boss is trying to talk. But
I'll say
okay.
when he juts in, the boss is at that point probably done with one of his spiels and is now speaking with sort of his lieutenant here. I summarize it considering the fact that I imagine that most of it to Lucy is somewhat kind of blowhardy and...
Oh, 100% yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. No. So when this elven person asks, "What do I do? What do I do best?" So Lucy would be a little bit coy, but would also give the information of just like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of thievery, and a little bit of espionage. If you catch my drift, I've been one who has looked for the largest shadow and stayed well within it. If you catch my drift, looking at the Dragonborn.
Says, "I do. While my background isn't quite as exciting, those tactics are not unfamiliar to me, I'll say. I've made my time as a simple potion seller and trader of spirits, if you are looking for something a bit more relaxing. Alas, unfortunately, there isn't much out here other than, well, some things that can be done with the right cactus juice.
Ooh.
Tell me, what's to say you aren't being, well, the deceitful sort that I sense you can be so well with us right now?
I had a response and then it just went away. Well, to be honest, I've only been here for a matter of what, 20, 30 minutes? You're right. There really is no guarantee that I'm being 100% loyal right now, but to be fair, I think I did find the biggest shadow here. And unless something more interesting comes along, or a bigger shadow, I think it's safe to say this is where I'll stay.
We'll see how that follows, you'll say. So, as the night eventually falls, you can see you are, in a sense, released from your time with these individuals here, Lucy. Before leaving, the boss man is keen to say, here, have a look. These are my friends. Humans, oh, they're so respectful when they know that a man has good women at his side. And in your ear, the individual you've been speaking with, Lucy, who says, my name's Hogley. I'm known as... he doesn't actually do anything with them. It's purely for show. Say, well, I'm going to have a good night with my friends here. Rest well yourself. And we'll enter his tent.
Of course.
So, returning all to wherever you care to rest. I'm going to actually just take you all to the south entrance so that you're clearly grouped up. And let's bring Lars over as well. I am curious what your plan moving forward will be.
Well, it seems like I'm not gonna sleep with the Dragonborn guy. But I feel like I might be sleeping with Huggins.
Hogley.
Hogley. Always bad with the names. Hogley. So I might be staying with Hogley for a while, at least until our plan comes into action, comes to fruition.
Question: Hogley is with the other dude though, with the bad one.
Hogley is the elf.
Yeah, but he's with the Dragonborn. He's aligned with the Dragonborn.
Yes, he's aligned with the Dragonborn, yes. But I am pretending to be aligned with the Dragonborn as well right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, potion maker aligned with Dragonborn sounds like in the moment of things happening needs to be somewhat taken out of the... Not taken out, but just like... Can we immobilize him? Can we do something when the battle is coming up so he's not like, here are 5 more potions, my friend that I like, person that I like follow?
So it based off of the conversation. So also Jake Henry, please give me input or correct my thoughts on this. Based off of the conversation, it feels like Hogsley is very similar to me in the sense that he is kind of there, not because he's like actually like loyal, but because he knows that if he wants to have like the best life, the best survival experience out here, is probably within his best interest to side with this with the Dragonborn right
Roll
now.
an insight.
Okay. Oh, why did it exit out? Let me.
Lars, what are your thoughts on this situation?
Oh well, I think that my plan is just to kind of lay low and wait for our magic friends to maybe come and we can. 'Cause I won't be much help in the subterfuge, but I can give some blessings and stuff on the day of the fight.
Lars, would you like some armor?
Oh, is there some armor?
Yeah, I think I saw it very far into the distance, like buried in sand. I can get it for you later.
Oh, I was gonna give you a really weird. But
Come
I'm
on,
not
we
asking you
can't
more
let
questions.
Lars know.
Yeah.
He would never accept. Plausible deniability for Lars. That is an act of love.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Anyways, so I got an
So-
18 on my insight.
You are correct in your insights about this individual. He definitely seems to have implied in his communications to you a alliance of convenience with Vadek and a sleuthiness to his approach.
Yeah. So with that being said, I could, if we are able to gather enough evidence that our man will win the duel and thus gain control of the commune, I could probably get him to join our side and maybe slip a poison somewhere convenient for either us to use or for the Dragonborn to consume beforehand. But we're probably going to need some good evidence that we're going to win it if we. Yeah.
If you can convince him to make a red poison and a green healing potion, that would be very funny.
Oh.
And if you can like keep him like he doesn't even really need to know.
That. I like that.
It's pretty good.
Or like an
Yeah.
ineffective, like the healing potion, it can just be like green water. It can be green water and red healing potion. No, wait, sorry, the healing potions.
Healing
Whatever the
potion is
color-
normally red.
Okay, so green
So it could
healing
be
potions and
A red
water,
nothing.
like
yeah,
wine.
like red water. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Ooh. Wow. That's sneaky. I like it. Yeah, so we could probably do that. We could probably figure that out. It's just a matter of convincing him to make that
I mean-
switch.
I don't know if you even need to convince them. You could literally be like, "How good of a potion maker are you? Like, can you make a potion that doesn't look like a potion?" Like,
Do I get the sense that he wouldn't be that easy to trick?
You will have to try, which we will resolve before we begin next session. As next session will begin tomorrow morning. With your preparations complete, the challenge made by your new potential ally, Rastin Morbrook, towards Vadek for control of the exiles here. And the last thing I will leave you with, as you are preparing to rest or take advantage of the darkness of night, is that Lars, as you look behind you in conclusion of this conversation, you can see, sitting in the sand, half buried, is a great and long steering oar.
Hmm.
And with that,
You're gonna become a sand sailor.
we're going to conclude our session, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.